This is it, the ultimate game in this college football season. Two teams that have battled through a long regular season, thrive in this 12-team playoff bracket, overcoming adversity along the way. And now, two teams battle for that gold championship trophy in the building here tonight. Which side will have their dreams come true? Welcome to gleaming State Farm Stadium, the home field of the Cardinals in Glendale, Arizona. As we'll see last season's national champions, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Delaware Blue Hens. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's time to get this national championship game underway and crown a champion. Championship. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. He got enough for the first down and still going. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Big throw caught on the left side.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, in my opinion, what we just witnessed is one of the toughest things to do in football as a defender, and that's making an open field tackle. A lot of times, those one-on-one matchups against shifty receivers, the receiver wins. This time, let's tip our cap to that defender. Great play.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. The pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Bird. They strike first in this national title bout. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of this championship game. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, he makes the catch. You bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming.
And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They begin to fight back during this championship game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
When the defense took the field, they mean business. First play of the drive, getting after the quarterback for a huge sack and getting him behind the chains. Love to see it.
They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 2nd down. We're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by...
Going for a big play downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the 1st half.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Offense looking to throw the ball. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Back to throw again. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd manageable here for this offense.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just...
There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense picks it up on the run. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Delaware. The defense comes up huge in this championship game. Listen to the crowd.
How about that for this defense? I don't know about you. I might move this guy over to the offensive side. This guy picks up this fumble and shows you not only speed, but what to do with the football. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Caught by the receiver.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Makes the catch. He's found some room at the 45. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
On the move now. Finds the receiver wide open. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Strong game by this quarterback. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in the national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins it.
So some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one. We'll take a quick pause and check out the stats from this first quarter. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Can he get there on the ground? The Blue Hens pick up enough to get a first down there.
How about that, Chris? 3rd down and 2. They get just enough. I thought they might bring the sticks out to measure. It was so close, but they're going to give them the first down. That's just trusting your back to get the yards you need for the first down.
Pressure is coming. Breaks loose at the 45. Slides to avoid the big hit.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Look out, room to run here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
And the Blue Hens with 1st and 10 here. He hands it off from the gun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Hens. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Marshall's offense back out onto the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. He's found some room at the 45. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Marshall. And This national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Offense back out there trying to get something going. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Off the play fake on first down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it second and short. Grab behind the line. It's Francis. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. In an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Grab behind the line. It's Francis. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. The Blue Hens come to the line with first and goal. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Delaware. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's going to take off here. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Short pass finds the tight end. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Man, where's the scouting report for this defense? You knew coming into this game this tight end was capable. That's his 5th catch in this first half.
First down and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And it falls incomplete. Facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Moves out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down. He's throwing for it. Finds his target. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on 4th down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field, get him the football on 4th down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
And that catch is hauled in. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a 4th down play now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
4th down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught over the middle. It's Moffitt. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Bird. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. The championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the PAT is good. PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Marshall will kick it off to get the second half going. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. We get the second half started with the running play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He escapes the pocket. Breaks into the clear. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's Francis.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, Chris, he gets hit as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
Quick throw. The catch is made. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Wideouts now clustered. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the out route. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Powerful running into the secondary. Tremendous toughness here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Blue Hens. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. The touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So Marshall's offense takes the field again. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and the receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. The pass is complete to the tight end. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5. Offense sets up with a 1st and goal. The shotgun running play call. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Offense facing 2nd and goal. DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Takes off in a bootleg. Here's a throw underneath to the back. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
So here we go, 3rd and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Thunder and Herd.
A little bit surprised here, Chris. I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Offense ready to start this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
That's reeled in. It's Francis. Football comes out. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. The short completion with the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. To put them on top now. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. And Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. You imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Falls incomplete, but a flag on the play. Let's see who this is on. That is a clear no-no. Illegal forward pass, cost him 5 yards. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They're able to get him down.
Another big gain by this wide receiver. This guy has had a great year all season long. You knew coming into the national championship he'd have a shot to make a lot of big plays. But give credit to the offensive coordinator, moving him around, allowing him to find space to do work.
That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. We head to the final quarter of this showdown. We're going to find out who can really make the plays when it counts the most. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Grab down the middle. It's Moffitt. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Well, that's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
The incompletion, second and 10 from the 39. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. This one sails through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
And that's just a great job by this defense of affecting the rhythm of this offense. These guys are in go mode here in the fourth quarter, trying to come back to win this game. And the defense is meeting the challenge so far.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass rush closing in. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the second sack in this game.
Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Handoff here from the shotgun. That run moves the ball across the 35.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Can he make it to the marker? Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, the defense prevented them from getting the first down. How about that? Nice job of holding their point there at the defensive line. They came close to getting the first, but the defense deserves credit. Now we've got 4th and inches.
So the offense will go for it. 4th and very short from the 41. Throw to the right, looking for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a first down, and now this one could be over.
Caught over the middle. It's Francis. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens.
Well, his tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They get him the ball, and the whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now to the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes Marshall's offense back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it in the open. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They look to throw it here on second down. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Complete with the running back, but can he get there?
Man, Chris, when you're down by a couple scores late in a game like this, you need to find matchups where you can get the ball thrown downfield. Here it's a completion, but it doesn't get them very much. Now they've got a fourth down play coming up.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Trying to create here on the move. Wide open downfield. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to throw it on first down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off. Now, again, you got to give credit to the defense, but I'm just shocked to see the way they're performing today.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Man, this defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force them to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Marshall. This offense really clicking. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. First play of the drive now, the 25. Fire to the right side, complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But
But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here we go. A national championship is so close if the offense can keep the football and just bleed out the clock. A quick throw out left, complete. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
A national championship right in front of them if the offense can keep the football away here. He'll hand it off. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Blue Hens will line up to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he takes it around the 20. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. First down. They're going to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Moffitt. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his back. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. With the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Chris, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
And that's going to do it as we crown another national champion and punctuate a wild, exciting season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.